Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Dave here. Um, I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial on Audacity and Neural Programmer. Uh, I know I did one for Audacity the other night on Hangouts. I don't believe you could hear the sounds that I was doing. So here's what the sounds sound like. I'm just going to do a quick demo. It's not going to be quite as dragged out as the other night. So once again, the record button here. Press record, we start recording something, whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there, and the occasional cough. There we go. So now we've got that in there, and I'm gonna edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out. So find the stop button here and press stop. Okay. So now press record, we start recording something, whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. All right. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there. Those clicks and taps. We're going to do the amplify, which is under effect. Amplify, once again, make sure you've got -30. I'm not sure I specified that it had to be negative in the last one, but at least -30, or else you'll still be able to hear it. All right, there we go. Those clicks are gone. So once again, I'm going to highlight the whole thing. I'm going to repeat that effect, which is right at the top. Repeat amplify. There we go. And now I'm going to Control C that, which means I have copied that little section. Now the reason I'm doing that is because I want to add a space here and a space here, and let's see what else. I believe this is the stuff I want to get rid of. So let's hear. And the occasional cough. There we go. So now we've got that in there, and I'm gonna edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out. So find the stop button here and press. Okay, so you heard what that said. I want to edit out and take out just one word, but that word is right here. It's somewhere in this little spot. So I'm going to zoom in so that I can see really close. What word do we want to get rid of? What happens when we edit this stuff out? So, hey, let's get rid of that so, which is right here. And you can see it clear. When you zoom in on it, you can see it really clear. So, right? You can play it back. Okay, so it's not just that. That's just a s. This is so. That whole bit is. So, right. Sound like a little old man there. So, so funny. All right. So we just click delete, or if we wanted to, let's go back to undo. Remember here, undo tells you the last thing that you did to undo. All right, there it is. So instead of deleting it, I'm just going to Control V, which means I'm replacing it with that piece of that snippet that I cut out earlier. All right. So now we've got some there. Okay, let's get rid of the cough. I'm going to do the same thing with the cough. I'm going to Control V and paste my little snippet. Okay, so that shows that, and now we are going to record a second track, second stereo track. So you click where you want to start recording, which I'm going to start recording right, no, I'm going to start recording right there. There we go, and it plays so you know what you're dubbing over. Whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there. I think I took out most of the clicks and the occasional cough, but I can cough for you again. There we go. So now we've got that in there, and I'm gonna edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out. And this is where so find the stop button here and press, and you press stop, obviously. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so here we go. Now, remember what I said earlier. Okay, we want to make sure that these line up here. So I'm going to make another one there, and another one there, and another one there, and another one there, and another one there. Okay, so if these do not line up, use your time shift tool and shift your time. See that? So I can line it up the way I want it now. Alright, so if we listen to this again now, remember to press play, you can click anywhere between here. Start playing
Whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there.
Okay, so that cough may be too loud for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
But I can cough for you again. There we go.
Reduce the gain on that.
So now we've got that in there. But I can cough for you again.
See how low that is?
There we go.
Perfect. All right, and there we go. We're going to do this. This is going to be fade in. Notice how it gradually gets louder. We can even listen to it to make sure it gradually gets louder.
But I can cough for you again. There we go. So now we've got that in there, and I'm going to edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out.
All right, that's fade in. And let's come over here to fade out. I'll show you what happens if you fade out a cough. It doesn't sound half as annoying. It's easier to delete it, but sometimes it's too close to what you, it's too close to your material, to the meat of the material. So what you actually got to do is fade it out, kind of dumb it down.
But I can cough for you again.
That was a sneeze. See, if I was doing this, I'd have to take that sneeze out, but I'm not going to. So this is a different thing. All right, so got that done. We did the fade, amplify, and I'll show you echo now in a minute. And now we are going to export, and we're going to call this how to 2. Save, pick your information here. How to 2, all the information here. Okie doke. Done. Export that file. Let's export it. So now we're going to go to File, Open, and find that file we just created, How to Demo 2, and Open. Here we go. That's both of our files merged together. Now let's have a listen, see what it sounds like.
Press record. We start recording something. Whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there.
So ta-da, it's the one, that's our 2 files merged together. Alright, so now we come up here and we are going to import that exact same file, so we have 2 copies of it. I'm going to show you why, because I want to make the dual voice so that you understand what the dual voice actually sounds like, because it is a really cool effect. So once again, highlight the bottom one. Come up to Effect, go to Change Pitch. Change Pitch. Alright, reduce the pitch. Any more than 5 or 6 sounds a little weird, so I'm going to go to 4 just so you can hear it good. And press OK. Actually, I'm going to actually let you hear what it sounds like if you go any more than 4 or 5, because it does sound weird and you'll understand why I'm saying what I'm saying then. Okay, so let's take it to 14. All right, and preview.
Press record. We start recording something.
There you go. It just doesn't sound natural, that's all. You know, 6, not so bad.
Press record. We start recording something.
You can still tell that it's been altered, but at under 4, you can't really tell it's been altered. So I'll do that. Now we'll have a listen to the dual voice.
Record, we start recording something, whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter.
See? Have you ever had someone who talks from their belly and their voice just resonates and it seems like it's going through you? That's what the dual voice does for me. I don't know if it does it for everybody else. I've had really good results with it. So to complete the dual voice thing, I like to add a slight echo to this track, which is still the regular voice. All right, so we add a small echo. Remember what I said? The delay in time in seconds is how long before your echo starts after the sound. So, like I said before, for this one, we are just going to do 0.12, 0.12, 0.12, and we're also going to use that for the decay factor, and I'll show you what that sounds like.
Press record, we start recording something.
Voila, I'm in a stadium or a tin can, or a big tin can, whatever you want to call it. All right, okay, so when we add the sound of the stadium and the lower voice, which we turn up a little bit, we're going to turn down the echo a little tiny bit. I usually do around 11, 12, somewhere around there. And voila, this is what you get.
Whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there. I think I took out most of the clicks. And the occasional cough. But I can cough for you again. There we go. So now we've got that in there, and I'm gonna edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out. And this is where so was. Find the stop button here and press stop, obviously. Okay, let's do it again.
So there we go. That's what it sounds like. Gives you a really, really cool effect. So now we're not done yet. First we have to export. Now I'm going to show you the dual voice to. I'm also going to show you something else that I did. I also showed you how I made the echo gradually come in like a fade in, which is a really cool effect for an introduction. Like if you're doing an introduction to the whatever file you're doing or whatever, and you want the music, you can do this with the music and you can do it with the echo. I really enjoy doing it with the music for sure. I start the music playing low at around the middle of the introduction, and I start the echo right from the beginning. So it gradually starts to echo all the way, and by the time you're at the end of the introduction, there's a full echo. Nobody even realizes where it came from or how it got there. It's just a really neat effect. So here we go. Let's do it, and I'll let you listen to it. Okay, here we go.
Press record, we start recording something. Whatever you want, because it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure we got some clicks and taps in there. I think I took out most of the clicks. And the occasional cough. But I can cough for you again. There we go. So now we've got that in there.
See that? The echo's in there and you didn't even know where it came from.
Edit it out and show you what happens when we edit this stuff out. And this is where so...
Okay, so that's it for today. Later tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to be putting up some more stuff on this particular program and on the other program that I use. There's two other programs that I use, GNeural and Neural Programmer, which are both very powerful programs when you use them with Audacity. It's just a phenomenal set. It's a perfect trio. With those three programs, you should be able to do any voice editing program stuff that you want to do. Okay, so that's all for now, folks.